The 1896 Utah quarter dollar is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, reflecting the cultural, political, and economic landscape of the late 19th century. While the United States Mint did not officially issue a commemorative quarter dollar for Utah in 1896, the year holds significant importance for the state, as it marked Utah's admission to the Union as the 45th state. This essay explores the historical context of Utah in 1896, the significance of commemorative coins from that era, and the intriguing facts surrounding coins that symbolize Utah's statehood. Utah's journey to statehood was long and fraught with controversy, primarily due to the dominance of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, LDS Church, and the practice of polygamy. The federal government viewed polygamy as a barrier to Utah's admission into the Union, leading to decades of tension. In 1890, the LDS Church officially discontinued the practice of polygamy, paving the way for Utah's statehood. On January 4, 1896, Utah was finally admitted as the 45th state, an event celebrated with great enthusiasm. While no specific quarter dollar was minted in 1896 to commemorate Utah's statehood, the year remains a pivotal moment in the state's history. The coins circulating at the time, including the Barber quarter, minted from 1892 to 1916, would have been used in everyday transactions in the newly minted state. These coins serve as tangible links to the era and are highly sought after by collectors today. The late 19th century was a period of experimentation and innovation in U.S. coinage. The World's Columbian Exposition in 1893, for example, inspired the first U.S. commemorative coins, including the Columbian Exposition half-dollar and quarter-dollar. These coins were designed to celebrate historical events and raise funds for specific causes. Although Utah did not receive its own commemorative coin in 1896, the tradition of commemorative coinage was well established by this time, and the state's admission to the Union would have been a fitting occasion for such an issue. The 1896 Utah quarter dollar, with a reverse design featuring the phrase "Crossroads of the West," or imagery of a nail. The phrase "Crossroads of the West" is a well-known nickname for Utah, reflecting its central role in the development of the American West. This nickname is tied to the state's geographic location and its historical significance as a hub for transportation, particularly with the completion of the first transcontinental railroad in 1869. The driving of the Golden Spike at Promontory Summit, Utah, marked the symbolic and physical connection of the east and west coasts of the United States. While Utah became a state in 1896, no official U.S. coin was minted that year specifically to commemorate Utah's statehood. The circulating quarter dollar in 1896 was the Barber quarter, which featured a liberty head on the obverse and a heraldic eagle on the reverse. This design was not specific to Utah or its statehood. The Utah State Quarter, released in 2007 as part of the 50 State Quarters program, features the Golden Spike and 2 locomotives to symbolize the completion of the first transcontinental railroad. The design does not include the phrase "Crossroads of the West" or a nail, but does celebrate Utah's historical significance. Private mints or organizations sometimes create custom tokens or medallions to commemorate historical events or state symbols. These are not legal tender, but can feature unique designs, such as the "Crossroads of the West" or imagery of a nail. The nail, particularly the Golden Spike, is a powerful symbol of Utah's role in uniting the nation through the railroad. The Golden Spike was driven on May 10, 1869, at Promontory Summit, Utah, marking the completion of the first transcontinental railroad. This event is often depicted in art, literature, and commemorative items, including coins and tokens. While there is no official 1896 Utah quarter dollar with the described reverse design, the themes of the Crossroads of the West and the Golden Spike are deeply tied to Utah's history and identity. If you have encountered a coin or token with this design, it may be a modern commemorative piece or a privately issued item. For further clarification, Consulting a numismatic expert or reference materials on U.S. coins and commemoratives would be helpful. Utah's rich history continues to inspire collectors and historians alike, making any coin or token tied to its story a fascinating piece of Americana. 1896 Barber Quarter. A good condition 1896 Barber Quarter is worth around $10, while an uncirculated one is worth around $135, and 1896 Barber Quarter in good condition is worth around $55, while an uncirculated one is worth around $800. An 1896 Barber Quarter S in good condition is worth around $900, while an uncirculated one is worth around $7,000.